Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You ready? Are you ready for this voyage of the Enterprise? Hi, I am your captain, Tonae Star, and we're going on a journey. Buckle your seatbelts, get ready, and let's find out what this divine guidance, insight, and clarity is coming forth for you today. As we are on this journey, many of you will be figuring out how to turn things right side up, or something is being turned right side up for you. Some of you, you have a new beginning. This is card number one. New beginning, something starting, something being made right, something turned right side up. You will be able to see this clearly which direction to go, clearly who to involve in this. There is progression. If you see, we go from the one directly to the two. You having things turned right side up, being able to see clearly which direction to go and how to keep things right side up. And I started with that to let you know because there's some head games that are happening. Now, are these head games you're playing with yourself? Because you're in your mind back and forth. Like, I've tried this before and it's never worked. Or I've done it this way or maybe you just feel like you don't know how to do it. Some of you may be overthinking, right? That's for some of you. For others of you, you've had others playing head games with you. Either way, it's honestly like these head games just don't matter. So if you're having any doubt, any limiting beliefs, anything outside of you even that feel like it's been a barrier or a hindrance, any head games, things going on in the mind, it's like all of that is basically null and void. Right side up, x-ray vision. You'll be able to see through these head games. They're going to show themselves clearly. For those that are not on the right side of you, on the right side of moving things forward, you will be able to see that clearly. So whatever these head games are, it's just like, whatever. Because why? It is time to open your presence. There's something very significant about the number 33. We have that here twice because you also have the reflecting pool here, and the number there is 33. And then the number here is 33. So you have that here twice. And then if I do the one and the two, that's another three. So there's something very big about the threes right now. And then this 36. It totals 9, but 3 plus 3 plus 3 is how I'm getting it as well. So there's a very big energy here around the threes. Some of you could have 3 presents that you're opening, maybe 33 for some of you. That would be great, right? Can you imagine that? Like walking into a room or going somewhere and having 33 things that have been your heart's desires presented to you, and you get to keep them and you get to open them, and there's no strings attached. Maybe something to visualize on, right? With this stillness though, it's telling me that these head games are more prominent than you want, than you could have thought they have. The stillness here is titled The Reflecting Pool, right? Something about seeing your own reflection. If you look at the card here, there's a reflection of her in the water, right? So some of you are looking over and you're seeing your own reflection. But as this reflection is emerging, it's like some of you, it's allowing you to see I was going to say how to open your presence, but it's actually, and it is a present because it's allowing you to see a more powerful side of you emerging. If you can take the time to get still, to take a moment, to just really reflect, there's something that you'll be able to see of just how much you've transformed. It's like many of you, you're morphing into your higher self. You also have the hermit here. So some of you could be in hermit mode, spending time alone, or you need to spend more time alone. This hermit is saying for you to recharge and retreat. Recharge and retreat, right? Hermit mode. There's something very big here about meditation so that you could get into your heart space. If you look at the symbol behind him, there's this symbol back here. I don't know if you can see it, it's very faint. It represents masculine and feminine energy coming together. It represents the divine mother and father in energy, mother father energies coming together as well. There's like a union of those energies emerging. As this union is occurring, the more you're able to get still, you'll be able to harness the power of this meditation. I'm looking for the deck that I want to play. Okay. So some of you could be working hard on a current situation. That's where the head games are coming from. You're working hard at this current situation, and with the head games, you're being encouraged to take a step back, get still within self, allow the inner wisdom to become more pronounced within you, letting go of what's outside of you and focusing more on the inner source of you, the inner guidance, listening to your soul's wisdom. I am going to go deeper right now with the head games to give you a little bit more clarity about what that could be about. Some of you are really being encouraged to tap in with your soul's wisdom before you proceed further. This will eliminate a lot of these head games. And the head games are coming to an end anyway. 3 and 6 is 9. The cycle is over. Can you get still and allow it to dissipate? Head games. Can you clarify these head games? What does the collective need to know about these head games? Head games, show me clearly what these head games are. Head games. We have the deck split at Temperance and 4 of Wands. So some of you could be in your head about feeling stable, in your head about how you're going to alchemize things for your home. For some of you, getting a home. Some of you, you're doing your best to not be overly emotional about your home, about celebrating. Some of you, it's time for you to celebrate. Maybe go on a retreat and recharge so that you can see things from a different perspective. One that allows you to celebrate, like a vacation. And this vacation, it could be from yourself. It could be from yourself and all the things you got going on in your head. I got to get this done for the house. We got to pay the mortgage. I got to work more to feel more stable. I got this project going. I got this going. You might just need to get still, recharge and retreat so that you can come out of these head games, right? Tell us more about these head games. How can you alchemize the, I'm just going to call it overthinking, into calm and peace? One more time. Head games. I'm hearing the answers lie within. Meditate and receive the answers you need from within. That Four of Wands is at the bottom of the deck again. What do we have? The Wheel of Fortune. You're worried about it and the wheel is spinning in your favor. For some of you, I'm getting this energy that you felt like you've been at the bottom for so long, or you've been working on something for so long that you need to get still and recharge and retreat, because it's time for you to know that things truly are changing, for you to truly tap into that internal source of power. Many of you have manifested this change, or you just put in a lot of work towards it. And I get the work for many of you was of the mind, reprogramming the subconscious, taking the steps, even when it wasn't easy. You adamantly went forward towards transformation. And now, with this Wheel of Fortune and the head games, you'll be discovering the truth. Your soul's truth. The truth to let go of these head games. It's like some of you could be weighing something over and you're being encouraged to resist the temptation. When it comes to our stability or wanting certain things that you've been working on for so long, at some point you may feel like it's never going to happen, so you rush. Or you feel like there's an urgency about it. Ooh. Some of you could feel like you've reached a certain number in age, and you're like, oh, like you don't have much time left. And so you're feeling this urgency to get things done. And what you're actually being encouraged to do is just take a step back, step out of your head, step more into your heart space, tap into allowing yourself to just dwell in your heart space. Come out of your head and just rest in your heart. Because there's always going to be a way made, hence this right side up. If you couldn't see it before, now many of you will be seeing it a lot clearer. So resist this temptation, this urgency to indulge in this feeling like things, it's at an emergency kind of standpoint. And don't get overwhelmed. Head games. How am I going to do this at this age? Some of you, the urgency is coming because you see how things are going in society today. A lot of furloughs, people getting laid off. This goes back to that Four of Wands energy with the house. A lot of state benefits being on hold because of this government shutdown. A lot of you could be feeling the anxiety from that, and that's what's creating these head games. But that doesn't last forever, and you have something good coming in. So can you take a minute to get quiet and not pay attention to all of the outside things that are going on, tapping into your heart space and just focusing on this wheel spinning, going forward, good fortune coming in for you? It may not feel easy to feel like you're opening presents when there feels like there's so much more around you. Even as I'm speaking right now, there are like helicopters and sirens. I don't know if y'all can hear that going on. This is that state of urgency. There's something that's trying to keep the people, you, and like this fight or flight energy. And that's why you have two cards here speaking about meditation, recharging and retreating, and stillness. Can you hear the sirens? And I got like two helicopters flying around my house right now. It's that kind of 911, it's an emergency type energy that many of you are being encouraged to step back from. The more you take time in meditation, in prayer, and just know that her trouble don't last always, but that things can be made right side up, to be able to step back outside of it. You know, there's a reason they say from the outside looking in. Sometimes when you're too close to a situation, you can't see it clearly for what it is, but when you step back, when you get that bird's eye vision, you're able to see more clearly. You know, if you send a drone up into the air, it gives you a bigger view of the picture. You guys already know what it looks like up close for you within your personal world, but now you're being encouraged to get quiet, get calm, and see the bigger picture. And as you're looking at it from an outsider, like bigger perspective, bird's eye kind of view, you'll be able to see just how far you've come. You'll be able to see by seeing your own reflection. You're with yourself. Now can you step outside of yourself and see how much truth has emerged within you? How much transformation has occurred? Many of you will be discovering, allowing yourself to just be. There's nothing you have to do and or say, really, at least not right now, except to recharge and retreat. I'm gonna pull an intuition oracle. What is the guidance for the collective today to assist them with this energy? What is the message? For a lot of you, reflect before you respond. There could be something coming up, and if you're feeling overwhelmed, you may just react instead of respond. So take a minute to reflect before you respond. We have the Creator here, which says, I love playing the wonder-filled game of life creatively. So many of you are creator. As you're creating, don't get overwhelmed. Don't feel you also have to rush anything. Everything's going to work out right side up, right? Reflect before you respond. You have the contortionist here. So many of you could have felt like you've been bending in all kind of uncomfortable ways. in order to get something done. The affirmation here says, I resist those who have me bend to their will. You don't have to feel some sense of urgency in order to get, I heard, someone to work with you or to get something done. Whether they collaborate with you or not, you're going to get it done. You'll still be able to open your present. So I resist those who have me bend to their will. No head games, right? You don't want to be a contortionist. You didn't join the circus. We have the leaders. Yeah, because you're a leader. And the affirmation says, I know how to lead because I know what needs to be done. You know what needs to be done. And the more you tap into your heart space, the more you reflect before you respond as this leader, the more you're going to resist this temptation to indulge in feeling overwhelmed as a leader. As a leader, you'll be able to see the truth of things and how to move forward, right? And then we have the forgiver. The forgiver says, I forgive myself and others with compassion for our human frailties. We're all here having this human experience, which means we have ups, downs, we make mistakes. So many of you are forgiving yourself for mistakes you may have made, and as well forgiving others in a way of compassion. And that doesn't mean that you have to be a contortionist and allow them to bend, allow yourself to be bend at their will. Forgiveness just means you're not holding a grudge, you're not letting something fester inside of you. You're releasing it and letting it go because you're a manifester. The manifester says, I am manifesting what I see in my mind's eye. Yeah, you don't want to deal with the head games. You're moving forward, Wheel of Fortune, and manifesting what you see in your mind's eye. In this hermit mode, eyes are closed, but your mind's eye is seeing everything you need, seeing the reflection of you, that part of you that's growing, that's tapping into your soul's truth, that's even manifesting things being made right side up and allowing you to see clearly in the natural and in the spiritual. Okay, so that has been your quick reading for today. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this voyage. You tapped into your creative side. We went along and you found out you were a manifester, and you skipped the planet of being a contortionist. You tapped into a little bit of forgiving and realized the essence of you being a leader. You're bringing that all back together to get still and allow yourself to recharge and retreat. Thank you for joining me on this voyage, allowing me to be your captain, Tonae Star, here with Tonae Star Enterprises. And remember, always shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you are still amongst the stars. And to always, always, always let your light shine bright. Thank you for joining me.